If you look back to the headlines of 2026, economists universally predicted Japan's aging population would steadily shift its economy down to the fifth or sixth largest in the world within a decade. They viewed the demographic shift as a heavy anchor on innovation.
In reality, the integration of an experienced workforce with the dawn of advanced AI and humanoids completely revitalized the economy. It all started entirely outside of government labs or megacorporations. The catalyst was a single, ambitious startup in 2026.
The turning point emerged quietly. In 2026, a visionary young founder made a bold move, headhunting a 58-year-old corporate leader from a conventional industry. Instead of a standard advisory role, the startup offered a highly competitive package, outperforming the executive's previous corporate salary, bringing him on as an active, top-tier playing manager heading key business functions. This executive brought decades of experience directing long-range growth strategies, co-managing large cross-functional teams, and guiding enterprise-wide AI transformations. It was a perfect win-win. The 58-year-old talent was hungry for a fresh, exhilarating challenge to stay active and engaged for the next decade and beyond. Meanwhile, the young founder, brilliant with technology, acquired the exact battle-tested management skills and scenario planning expertise required to scale the business toward the 2030s. This single hire lit a massive spark. By 2027, the spark evolved into a wildfire. Young entrepreneurs realized that scaling their businesses required the seasoned grit of the older generation. They eagerly paid premiums to acquire corporate leaders in their 50s and 60s. At the same time, traditional corporations were rapidly replacing thousands of positions, including middle management and leadership teams, with early generation AI to optimize costs. This created a massive, highly beneficial transfer of human capital. Startups happily absorbed the wealth of experience flowing out of legacy companies. By 2029, the majority of successful startups featured a fascinating demographic synergy. Tech-native 20 and 30-somethings working shoulder to shoulder with veteran 50 and 60-somethings. Recognizing this organic success, the Japanese government introduced two major, highly effective subsidies in 2028. One, startups received hefty grants for hiring talent over 55 as full-time active employees. And two, corporations received substantial grants for officially abolishing the mandatory retirement age. Just 7 years later, in 2033, the industrial landscape transformed completely. AI evolved into the central nervous system of businesses, autonomously managing key decisions, supply chains, and financial modeling. On the physical front, humanoid robots achieved practical everyday utility, handling everything from warehouse logistics to precise manufacturing and caregiving. Humans concurrently leveled up, with humanoids executing physical tasks and AI managing data-driven decisions. The nature of human work shifted entirely toward high-level strategy, empathy, quality assurance, and nuanced innovation. This is exactly where the startup demographic dynamic proved to be a superpower. The 20 and 30-somethings unleashed their unconstrained architectural vision. Operating fluidly outside traditional frameworks, they designed entirely novel business models from the ground up, utilizing AI and humanoids to aggressively accelerate market expansion with unprecedented speed and agility. The 50 and 60-somethings operated as the ultimate pattern recognizers and high-stakes system architects. Having orchestrated decades of complex market cycles and enterprise-wide transformations, they provided the exact strategic foresight required to train AI models for extreme resilience and scale. They directed the raw computational power toward the most lucrative institutional blind spots, commanding massive cross-functional synergies to redefine entire industries.
Human lifestyles transformed beautifully. As productivity skyrocketed, the standard work week shortened, allowing humans to thrive with abundant free time. For the older generation, this active, highly respected role in the cutting-edge economy led to a massive increase in health span. They enjoyed peak physical and mental health driven by a vital daily purpose.
In 2038, exactly 10 years after the subsidies launched, the Japanese government concluded the programs, celebrating the complete achievement of their goals. By this time, those first-generation startups had matured impressively. The original founders were now in their 30s and 40s, working alongside the veteran talents they hired a decade prior, who were now in their late 60s and 70s and still happily contributing. As these companies grew, they hired fresh college graduates. The result was an organizational structure where all ages were equally and beautifully distributed. The productivity of these Japanese companies began to far surpass their global competitors. The driving force was the seamless recycling of knowledge. The hard-earned wisdom of the established generation continuously flowed to the agile, tech-forward youth. Concurrently, the concept of a retirement age vanished entirely from the Japanese corporate dictionary. Newer startups, founded by a fresh crop of 20-somethings, actively headhunted talent in their 40s to replicate the magic formula, creating a continuous, self-sustaining loop of cross-generational collaboration. By 2040, the world witnessed an absolute economic miracle. Japan, previously predicted in 2026 to slide down the global ranks, stood firmly as the third largest economy in the world, rapidly closing the gap to become the second. This resurgence was driven entirely by hyper-productivity. By combining the precision, quality, and attention to detail that Japan has always been known for, alongside the boundless capabilities of AI and humanoids, the nation unlocked a highly prosperous new paradigm. Rather than suffering from its demographics, Japan became the undisputed global role model. Every other nation facing an aging population, from Europe to East Asia, now studies the Japanese model of the 2030s. They realize an aging population serves as a massive asset in the age of AI when paired with the wisdom to integrate it. What we see in 2040 is the world's first truly ageless economy and society. When historians look back at the origins of this success, they point directly to the year 2026, when one startup decided to hire a 58-year-old manager, paying him exactly what his immense value commanded. That was the day the world shifted toward an incredibly bright future.